Welcome all. Today we are going to start our 16th lesson, that is the last lesson from your first term. So, it is water. Basically, we are knowing that water is one of our basic need, our daily need. So, we are going to study more detail about water in this lesson. So, just see pollution of water. So normally if you are traveling, sometimes you can observe Mumbai, the people when you are going, you can see that there are gutters everywhere. All the wastewater coming from the industry, coming from the household is just being added in the water sources, and then it is resulting to the gutter formation, and this water is again going to the sea. So later whatever the marine or the aquatic life which is present in the sea or in the river is getting killed or they are getting destroyed. So when other substances get mixed with the water, it becomes impure. Normally you take rain itself. When rainwater it is coming from the sky, it is in the pure form. As soon as it mixes with the soil, it just get converted into impure form. Some of these substances float on water, so the water looks unclean or muddy. Sometimes if you have seen that whenever there is overflow of water, or when it is raining too heavily, water get accumulated at one particular place, and few of the things which are neighboring things to us get collected over it. Things get dissolved into it, few things will float on it, and that is why sometimes we can see that the water is unclean or it is muddy like. If these substances have got mixed into with the water, then they are harmful for the living things. We can say that the water have become polluted. If the dirty substances, waste substances are getting mixed with the water level, the water purity level will decrease, and that water is not good for drinking. Now, rivers, lakes are the sources of water. We get water from the rivers, we get water from the lakes. However, does this water get polluted? So, how does their water get polluted? So, just think once. Whenever you are throwing the water outside, that water is flowing and it is getting added to the rivers or it is getting added to the sea. Sewage water. Now you can clearly see in this picture. Here you can see something, a blackish color, something is flowing on the water. Is this water good for drinking? Obviously no. So sewage water carry many of microorganisms that spread diseases. This water, when it get mixed with our water sources such as rivers, lakes, they pass on the diseases from one place to another. And if that only water we are drinking without boiling, then we can face many of the diseases. Such water cannot be used for drinking or for any other purpose. That is why it is compulsory for the factories to see that whenever they are throwing out the water, they are first doing a proper treatment on it. Okay. So what would this help us, or what would help that particular industries after this? Yes, it will result that the water which they are leaving outside is not that harmful which was the earlier one. Flowing water of the rivers get purified by some extent by the natural processes. By the natural processes means when the river water, normally we know that river water is not being still at one place, it is moving continuously. So river water, it is going, it is colliding with other stones, and that is why it is getting purified naturally. Before water is supplied to a town or city, it is purified, and when this water is being provided to any of the city or in any of the villages, they are being purifying it. Still it is our duty to boil it and then only drink it. If large quantities of impurities get mixed with the river water, then the natural process of purification cannot keep pace. The proportion of oxygen dissolved in the water is reduced, and thus it is a threat to the aquatic life also. Normally, what they are telling, if the impurities are more in the water, if suppose one industry is there, it is using harmful chemicals, that chemical water is being released outside, and that water, if it got mixed with the sea water, what will happen? The aquatic life, the fishes, the aquatic life which is present will totally get killed. Okay. Now purification of water, there are many methods. Now this method is present over here. Basically what you can do, you can take a plastic bottle, you can just cut it and you can hold it upside down. What you are going to add, you are going to add the cloth on the top of it, on the tip of it, just hold it upside down. Add a powder coal means what? कोळशाची पावडर करा आणि त्याच्यावरती ठेवा. लेटर टेक फाईन सँड वाळू, you are going to put on top of it. Coarse sand means normal sand which is present, that, and just pour water. if you observe, after some time the water will pass through it and clean water will be collected down. What actually, who is doing this process? Yes, the coal which is present, it can also be helpful in purification. But is this water good for drinking? Not for sure, means not, no, only we are not supposed to drink this water unless and until we boil it. This water can be used for cleaning, or it can be used for washing your clothes, but not for drinking purpose. Now, waterworks. Now they have gave you an activity. Right now we cannot do this activity because we are not present in our school. They have told you to just visit the public water supply system from where they are providing us the water. Now we people are having Nagar Panchayat over here. So one day, after one day we are getting the water, so we should just know how actually they are processing the water, what are they adding in the rainy season, which chemicals they are adding in the water, so that the water which we are getting is in the pure form, what they are doing to remove the germs from it. So these questions can be only asked unless when we are going to visit such things. That it should be considered, these questions should be asked in a field visit, but right now it is not possible for us, so we are just going to read the further part. Do you know, while traveling we often buy the bottled drink water? Not, are you drinking the water which is provided by you to by the hotel? No, we are not supposed to drink any sort of water, outside water. See that you will drink the water, or you are always supposed to purchase the bottle or the mineral water. Okay, always purchase the packaged bottled water which is safe for you, safe for drinking. Don't drink the water which is present outside. You don't know what actually is present in. Okay, the bottles are available at the places like bus stands and railway stations. Read the information about it, the date of the bottling, and also just see the period of which it can be safely used. Do not just purchase it and drink it, just see the expiry date also. And after you are using it, just try to throw in a dustbin, don't throw it anywhere. And that, see that it will be reused again, or you, if you are not throwing it, see that you will use it properly. Don't simply store these water bottles and keep. Now, these are the water purification processes at waterworks. Normally, settling means what? I'll just tell you. Yes, you can clearly see in this first picture. Settling, the water from the water source is allowed to stand in a large tank. Alum is also used in this process of settling. Alum means in Marathi we called as turti. They are using this alum over here and they are making the dirt to settle down. So what will happen after some time, if you have observed anytime, I don't know, during the flood, poor जेव्हा येतो, the water which is there, it is looking muddy, but after some time that muddy water, the mud gets settled down and normal water is been seen on top. So same process is over here, that is settling. What they do, whatever the impure water is there, they are allowing that mud to settle down, and the upper water which is present, they are trying to purify it. Filtration means what? Yes, they are help doing, yeah, they are filtering the water with filtration machines. Normally we all are having filters at our places, that is good. The next one is oxygenization. Oxygenization is like air and water are allowed to mix with the help of pumps. This cause oxygen from the air to dissolve in it. So here oxygen is being provided to purify it. And the next one is chlorination. Normally when you are visiting the swimming pools, they are adding chlorine into it. So that swimming pool water is also not good. You can see that many of the people are visiting the swimming pool. What they all, each and everyone are different. Some might have the disease, so we are not supposed to enter it directly. So how they are going to clean it? They are adding chlorine into it and killing the germs which are present. So which are the four methods which we have studied? Settling, filtration, oxygenization, and chlorination. Now we are going to study about famine. So what actually is famine? Normally if you have seen that the Vidarbha places or the places where there is less rainfall, that places faces famine. Famine means what? It is a condition where water shortage is mostly seen. So water evaporates continuously. We do agree to this sentence because sun is present every day, and that's why the evaporation process always takes place. That is why the places where it does not rain for a long period of time experiences a drought, and that is why the place where it don't rain, it will face the problem of drought. Drought means what? You will not get proper water for your any of your daily need. At such places water level falls in river also, wells also, dams also, etc., and the sand or the land also starts getting barren. Humans and animals suffer from this, and later they are shifting their place. They are migrating from one place to another for temporary time, not for permanent way. And there is no water for agriculture also, so no one is supposed to do agriculture because agriculture is totally dependent on water. So this condition is called as famine. Famine means what? There is no food for eating, there is no water for doing agriculture, no water for using for your daily need. Such condition is said to be as famine, and famine is a natural disaster. It is not occurring, or it is not taking place because of man. It is a natural disaster, it occurs naturally. Grain and fodder become scarce during the famine. You may have read about the famine of our state, our country, or any part of the world. People living have to face a lot of hardship. Animals and plants in those parts also suffer. So, animals and plants which are present in those parts are also suffering because of this famine. The government temporarily moves people from and animals from a famine stricken areas to safe places where they can be provided with water. So what does government do now? When these people are living a certain place and they are going to different place, the government is trying to give them shelters, the government is offering them water and also the food grains and fodder. Fodder camps means what? Chara. They are giving the animals which are present, they are trying to give them proper fodders. Okay, what is the solution? Your class will be visiting a lake which is far away from your city. Arrangement have been done for the days drinking water. What are you supposed to do when you are going outside for a trip? You are going to carry your own water bottle, and if possible try to carry money with you so that you can purchase the packaged water which is present outside, which will be mineral water. Now water management, we are knowing one thing, that rain, it only falls for 4 months. After that we are not supposed to get water. So what we are supposed to do? We are supposed to store this water for our remaining 8 months. So rain brings us water again and again, but we get rain only for 4 months in the year. If rainwater is not stored, we will not have water for our daily needs after rain. So what we are supposed to do here? To meet the whole year's need for water, rainwater must be stopped. You should always see that you are going to stop, or you will see that it will percolate in the soil. Percolate means what? माती त्याला शोषून घेऊ देत. See that it will go into the soil, and this will increase the groundwater level of the soil. As the groundwater storage increases, the trees gets water, wells to get enough water, and lands can be also cultivated. Several methods are used to make rainwater seep into the soil. Large dams can be built, but they may not be possible in all the places. Dams are not possible everywhere. The places where there are good rivers, where there is good water, where there is good rainfall, that places only you can construct the dams. So there are small trenches you can see over here in the picture. They can be also built to stop the water. In some places, wells are dug in the river beds. Wells are dug in the river beds to allow the water to collect in them. Rainwater falling on the roof of the houses is drained into the large tank placed beside the building. What we are doing? We are trying to dug the well so that whatever the water is there, it will get stored into it, and we will get this water for remaining 8 months. Whatever the water is falling on our roof, it is also collected at some houses, and they are storing in a tank. It can be used for cleaning your floor, it can be also used for cleaning your utensils too. Now this is more about the water they have given you. See that water is our life. Without water we cannot imagine our day also. So see that you will use it judiciously. Judiciously means conveniently, very accurately. Don't try and waste water unnecessarily. I hope you have understood this lesson. Try to listen it again and again. Thank you.